Hi, thanks for talking to me today. I appreciate it. I really love
Hi,
this show.
Jen.
I very much enjoyed the finale, so excited to
Oh, that's
talk about
great.
it soon, hopefully. Um, so
Fantastic.
so I asked fans for some questions, and one of the things that came up more than once that a lot of people want to know is
Yeah.
how you're playing Victor. Is he supposed to be on the autistic spectrum? Is he just very damaged from what happened? Could you talk a little bit about that and how you're kind of playing it?
Yeah. Thank you for that question. I think that's something that as we go on, I'm still figuring out for myself. I would say that at the beginning of all of this journey, I was given the seed of Victor's trauma, which we saw in season one, or part of it, where he has these memories of being left alone in the town after this
Mhm.
massacre. And that's what I kind of started with. And I think that as we moved into season two, and it was just there in the way John was writing and John Griffin was crafting the season that as I discovered that as I was connecting with Tabitha, who's very as a mother,
Yeah.
that we were having this sort of maternal relationship almost that was developing. That it seemed to trigger these memories for Victor that was causing some kind of regression. So I felt like that those childish responses, and that regression was actually there in the script. And then I just sort of
Right.
took it from there. That was the impression that I got.
Oh, that makes
As
sense.
far as being on the spectrum, I think Victor's his own person.
That's a
Um,
good answer. That works. Yeah.
yeah,
All right. So, can you talk a bit though about how you kind of, I guess, get into the headspace though of someone that has that much trauma? Sort of what that
yeah,
preparation was like.
yeah, sure, sure. That's another great question. As actors generally, we're working from our own experience in some way. So a lot of the work that I had to do sort of throughout the season, which, as you know, we never know what's coming in the next episode, and especially with Victor, with these memories, these traumatic memories. There were so many things that by episode 8 of this season, which was a big reveal for Victor,
Yeah.
and certainly for the audience. Uh, yeah, I had to do a lot. It's all in preparation for me, so it's all just about everything from researching trauma and
Yeah.
things like repressed trauma and memories, which is still to this day somewhat of a controversial subject, but it was very informative. And kind of finding behavior, just at home, working on Victor myself, with my own experiences, my own sort of substitutions, as I'll call them, to kind of to get there. And it's scary territory to go
Yeah.
into, but I had to really I had the beauty of working with Catalina, I had the beauty of working with Brad for that episode, and Jack for another episode, where when I had to go into that traumatic space, I felt safe, to do that, and in a very encouraging environment. So it's sort of a combination of things. It's a real collaboration in the end.
That makes sense. So
Yeah.
the other question I kept getting is people want to know if you at all draw the drawings or if it's all art department, like how that goes, because obviously they make it look like it, but I'm sure most of it is the art department. But is some of it like you drawing them when they have those scenes, or?
No, well, it's okay. So I gotta. No, they're actually done by this fantastic artist and human being named Colin Canning. Does all of Victor's drawings, and it's great. I've been in his office, and he's got this, like, you can imagine, this big hubcap of like crayons and just
Mhm.
all this paper all around him, and he's constantly, drawing all these things. And he does an amazing work. And then sometimes there have been occasions where, like, I'm in there, certainly adding to something, or Jack Bender came in at one point and said, "Okay, I just need you to draw a tree kind of like this," but because there is an aesthetic.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's a style to the way that Victor draws. It's all aligned that way, again, with the work that Colin does and that collaboration with the creative team.
All right. Now, you said how you don't get the information ahead of time. Does that make it really hard to kind of play the character? How much of it do you have to sort of make up in your head that may not be right?
Yeah,
But how much of it are you
yeah.
making up, to know what to play as you go?
Well, can you imagine at the beginning of all this? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? To walk into the first scene and be playing all these things about the boy in white. So yeah, a lot of it is the imagination and leaving it. I like to really, really detail things for myself. So I go in and do create a lot of my own moments and backstory and whatever. I have to,
Yeah.
in order to just be full and ready to go for that day and that part. But John Griffin will always tell us as much as he possibly can, in terms of getting to that next milestone or that next episode, which is usually more than enough to work with. So it's challenging, though. Yeah, I would say that there's never been a point yet, though, where something has happened where, like, we get to a certain episode and I went, oh, well, wait, if I knew that, I wouldn't have done this. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nothing like that's ever happened.
Well, that's good to know. Really quick,
Yeah.
we're about out of time, but is there anything you're allowed to tease people about the finale that you're allowed to say? I know it's kind of got a lot of crazy stuff going on, but is there anything
It really does? Because you saw it. Yeah,
Yes, I've seen it.
You know what? Not so much to tease, just to know that there's. I think that there is a fantastic cliffhanger at the very end of the episode that really does leave, again, everything, questions, fear, all of it, which is just such a big part of the vibe of this show. And I would just say, keep watching, hold on, because it definitely takes it to the next level.
Okay, great. Thank you. I just want to say, I think somehow that when he became traumatized, somehow he created this town maybe in his mind or something and stopping people from leaving because he doesn't want to be alone. At least that's my crazy theory.
Oh, is that your theory?
That's my crazy theory. Yeah, I've been telling people that.
Oh, that's such a good one. I'm so fascinated always to learn, what other people are thinking. Yeah, great. Thank you.
Cool. All right. Well, thank you. We're out of time, but I appreciate your time.
Yeah.
Love the show. Hope you get a season 3. I want to see more.
Thank you.
So, all right.
Yeah. Me too.
Have a good day.
Have a good day.
Bye-bye.